Hello friends, welcome to Coding Host YouTube channel. In this video, I will explain you what is an array, its advantages and disadvantages, array types and steps to use an array. Definition says an array is a data structure. It is used to store a collection of data of the same type. So let's take an example that we have to store roll number of 80 students. So instead of making 80 variables of integer type to store the roll number, we can make an array of integer type, and in that array we can store roll number of the 80 students, and in one array we can store only one type of data. If we are making an integer array, so in that array we can only store integer type of data, or if we are making a string array, so in that array we can only store a string type of values. So let's see advantages of array. First point is we can easily access any element randomly in an array using index. So as comparing arrays to other data structures like linked list and trees, it is very easy and fast to access any element in an array. Second point is we can easily store a large number of data in array, because we know that array is a non-primitive data structure, so that's why array has no fixed size, so that's why we can store large number of data in the array. Now let's see the disadvantages of array. First point is once array is created, its size cannot be decreased or increased. So when we are making an array, so first we have to declare its size. Suppose I am making an array of storing marks of 50 students. So after that, if I want to store marks of any more students, I cannot do that. Or if I want to delete the marks of any student from the 50 values of the array, we also cannot do that. So that's why its size cannot be decreased or increased after once the array is created. Second point is that in one array you can store only one type of data. So if you are making a string array, you can only store string type of values in it. Or if you are making a integer array, so in that array you can only store integer values. So that is a disadvantage of array. Now let's see types of arrays. So first is one dimensional, which is also called as 1D array. Second is two dimensional, which is also called as 2D array. And then next is multi-dimensional. So in this type of array we have three dimensional arrays. Now let's see steps to make an array. First point is declaration. So first we have to declare an array in our program. So in the program I am writing int and then square braces and then variable name a. So this is how I have declared an array. Second point is that creation. It means that now we have to declare the size of the array, that how many elements we want to store in our array. So I will write like this: a equal to new int square braces, and in this I will write 10. So I am using new keyword to make the objects of the array, because we need to make the object of our array before using it. Without making the object of the array, we cannot use array in our program. So in the first line I have declared the array, and in the second line I have assigned the size of the array, which is also known as creation. Or we also can do this in one line, like declaration and assigning the size of the array. We can do it in one line. So like this. So after writing like this, I have made an array which I have 10 empty blocks to store 10 values like this. After that, initialization. Now we have to insert elements in our array. So to do that, we have to use index values in our array, and the index value of array start from 0. So the first index value is 0, and then second is 1, and so on. Insert the element in our array. I will write like this: a square braces, and in the braces I will pass 0, and equal to 10. So it means that at index position 0 I have inserted 10. So in this index position 0 I have inserted 10. After that I will write a, and in this I will pass 1 equal to 20. So it means at index position 1 I have assigned value 20. So at index 1 I have assigned 20. You can write like this one by one. So instead of inserting values one by one index position, I can write like this: int a equal to, and then curly braces, and in this I will write 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So it means that I have made an array of size 10, and I have inserted 10 values, and all the values are inserted one by one on the each index position starting from 0. So at 0 index position we have 10, then at 1 index position we have 20, then at second index position we have 30, then at third index position we have 40, then at fourth we have 50, at 5 index position we have 60, and so on, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Let's see how we can print the size of our array. So I will print. In this I will write a dot length, and let's run this program. So we can see in the output we are getting 10, which is the size of our array. Let's see how we can print any random element. So in this I will write a, and then square braces, and in the square braces I will insert any index value. Let's see if I enter 0, and let's run the program. So you can see we are getting 10, because at 0 index position we have 10. If I enter 6, and let's run this program. So now you can see we are getting 70, because at 6 index position we have element 70. If I enter 10, and let's run this program. So now you can see we are getting error, because in our array we have index position only from 0 to 9 and not 10, which does not exist. But suppose if I want to print all the values of our array, if we write like this for each index value, it will take too much time. So we can use a for loop for int I equal to 0, because the index position of array is starting from 0, and then I will write I is less than a dot length, and then I plus plus, because length of array is 10 and we have to go only up to 9 index. So that's why I have written I is less than a dot length, and in this I will write, and in this square braces I will insert I, and let's run this program. So you can see in the output we are getting all the elements of the array one by one. Or if I want to print all the elements in a single line, so I will use simple print and then plus operator, and I will use double quotes and use space, and let's run this program. So now in the output we are getting all the elements of array printed in single line. So let's take another example that I am making a string array. I will write string and then square braces and then s variable name equal to, and then curly braces, and in this I will write some names of the people. So I am writing Adam, Patrick, Jack, Frank. So now you can see I have made an string type of array in which I have inserted name of 4 people, and we have to insert each name in double quotes. If I store element in string array without the double quotes, we will get error. And let's print the values of the array. I will use for loop for int I equal to 0 and I less than s dot length and I plus plus, and in this I will print s square braces, and in this I will pass I, then plus operator and double quotes and some space, and let's run this program. So now you can see in the output we are getting all the elements of our string array. So in string type of array you can store string type of values, and in int array you can store integer values and so on. But in boolean array you can only store true or false and not anything else. So if I make a boolean array, boolean, and then basis b equal to, and in this I will pass true, false, true and false. So in the boolean array we don't have to insert the true false values in the double quotes, and in this array we cannot store any string or integer values. Like if I write with double quotes and in this I will write false, so now you can see we are getting error because it is a string type of value and we cannot store it in this boolean array. Or if I want to store an integer value like this, so you can see we are still getting error. Or if I want to print the value of this boolean array, so I have taken a for loop again, and in this I will pass b braces, in this I will pass I, then plus operator and some space. So let's run this program. So in the output we are getting true false values. So this is all about the introduction of arrays. Thank you.